Okay, so guys, we're going to be talking about how to monetize a brand new YouTube channel in a very short time. Now, like I mentioned before, if you go onto YouTube, everybody has tips on how they made it. So sometimes you find out that what worked for A does not always work for B. When B makes it, they will come up with all the different tips on how they made it, and A come up with their own. Sometimes it thinks as if they overlap, or some maybe it seems they contradict one another. But in the last few days, I've been able to go through a couple of people who have actually made it. And this morning, I went through a guy called Trey. And when I listened to what he had to say, I discovered that what this guy had to say made sense. And what I decided to do, I decided to package this information with what I've proven and what I believe is right from other sources that I've heard from, and put it in a slide, a PowerPoint for you guys so that I can share it with you. So, okay. So, now, when it comes to monetization requirements for YouTube, now don't forget you have watch time for long duration videos, and you got short then you got watch time for shorts. Now the way they count for monetization with YouTube are quite different. Now on the screen there, you can see where it says YouTube monetization requirements. It requires that you have 1,000 subscribers. Okay, says that's the minimum threshold to join the YouTube partner program. And then you need to have 4,000 watch hours. It says must accumulate within a 12 the last past 12 months. That means within a 12-month period, you must have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And also, you're required for an in-stream ad payment. That means AdSense. If you don't have an AdSense account, you need to set one up, because in order for you to be monetized, you need to link your Google AdSense account to your YouTube channel. Okay. Next, we need to know. So, step one, you start a brand new channel. Remember, I said to you guys yesterday that forget the channel you had before, start up a new one. Okay. And I think I give you a couple of reasons why you need to start up a new one. Now, it says fresh start advantage. It says old subscribers may not align with your new niche. That means, for example, maybe your niche was in cooking before and you had so many subscribers, and you think because, oh, yeah, I've got a 10,000 subscribers, yeah, let me just start my new channel on that. It may not work that way. And remember, I said to you that don't mix niches, because don't forget, YouTube has recognized your channel for a certain niche. So, say, for example, because YouTube recognizes you as a cooking channel, it's always pushing your videos before the people that watch cooking. Then just of a sudden you now mix it up with something else. You're confusing the algorithm. He doesn't know. Okay, so what are you about now? So where do I go? Where's it gonna push you? So don't confuse YouTube. Let YouTube know what you're about, and what you're about with the timing where YouTube will push your videos, or if they will push it at all. So it said all subscribers may not align with your new niche. YouTube pushes video to watchers and not subscribers. Guys, don't let subscribers fool you. What you need to be, you need to make sure your material is authentic. YouTube is concerned about the people who watch the kind of videos you make, not the subscribers. And the reason being that, as you learn as you go on, that it's not the number of subscribers that determines how many people watch a video. Because there's some people that will watch a video for the first time and will like it, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to come back to your channel. Because sometimes it might just be that they stumbled onto your channel and they subscribe. But what YouTube is about, the people that you want to please are the people that want what you are posting. That should be your main concern. And one of the things you should also understand, that when you start your YouTube channel, although we talk about views and we are happy about views, oh yes, this many people watch my channel, your main concern should not be views. Your main concern is, number one, to make sure you set up your channel correctly. Make sure that your channel can be properly identified by YouTube, and make sure that you are posting quality. Guys, remember, very quality. Make sure your videos is quality. The standard is quality. So put your best into whatever content you are posting, okay? Now, it says your first audience determines future success. Okay. Now, remember I said to you yesterday, post your and just post your first video and schedule it. From what I learned from him, which we're going to see in this video, that don't just make one. So for you guys who have not posted now, that's why I said to you, make sure you have two contents. That means two posts ready. And the reason why we will find out as we move on in this PowerPoint, okay, that you need to make sure you have two, okay, and it's your first audience, because when you get your first audience, what YouTube want to do is that they want your first audience to watch your video, and then they'll recommend the next one. But when they recommend the first one and there's nothing follow up, that means YouTube will have to recommend that person to another channel. And once they go to another channel, you lose out. So you want to make sure that the moment they finish watching the first one, there's another one to watch. How many of you get that point? That's so they want to make sure there's another video from your channel ready to watch. So that's why I said, no, we'll come to that in a minute. We'll come to that. Just hold your questions, and then after any questions, write them down. Now, we go to the next one here. Now, it says step 2, upload 2 videos on day 1. Okay, upload 2 videos on day 1. It says high retention. Say help YouTube to see your content has high value. Okay, the algorithm boost. Your YouTube recommends your second video after the first. So the moment when you put 2 forward, and to answer the question, I believe you post 2 at the same time. So if you're launching, if you're going to schedule 2, schedule 2 videos to go out at the same time. Let them marinate and then send them out. And it means that at that time, when you upload the first one, then you upload the second one, and then when it says, there's a place in YouTube where it says attached or related to another video. So the second one, you relate it back to the first. So your second video will link back to the first, and then you can go back and do vice versa. Get the first to link to the second, so they link to each other. So when they watch the first one, YouTube will push the second one, and that way they get to know what your channel is about. Okay, and then they can subscribe. You know that the first subscribers that you get, those are your real subscribers. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So step 3, use all 3 types of tags. Now I'm going to come back to that, because remember what I told you to put in your channel. That's why I said to you, we're going to go through that, and then we're going to make some adjustments to your channels, which I already done this morning. I already done something. Now, the 3 types of tags. Hashtag says place in description. Example, hashtag YouTube, hashtag monetization, no spaces in hashtag. So I will show you what that means. Now, with hashtag, always make sure the words you put in your hashtag, they join together. So let's say, for example, one of your hashtag is I'm going home. Don't say I dash am dash going home. No, put them all together as one word. I'm going home. Hashtag I'm going home. One word. Okay. Don't put any spaces in between them. Now, video tags. Add comma separated keywords in upload settings. Help YouTube categorize your content. So that means even when you're putting your description, in your description, get ChatGPT or the social pack, whatever, to give you 5 hashtags that you can include in your description. Not more than 5, and make sure the hashtag relates to the video. If your content is cooking, don't put hashtag. Now remember, I've heard people say before, in some videos, say, okay, go to some high tag high viewed videos or channels and pick things from there, which I showed you yesterday. But then listening at the very beginning, keep to yours. There are some rules you can break as you go on, which I'll tell you more about as we go on the slide. There are certain things that you can do, but do them when you reach a certain level of views, which I'll mention to you later on. So tags, add comma separated keywords in upload settings, help YouTube categorize your content. So your description plus your hashtag plus your keywords is what will make YouTube categorize your channel, whether it's a cooking channel, whether it's a comedy channel, whether it's a football, whatever that niche is, must be contained in the hashtags and the keyword. Don't bring hashtag that relates to another niche, okay? And then channel tags. I've gone back to change mine. Now, so it says under settings, you go to settings, then keyword. Describe your channel's overall focus. That we will come to that. We're going to visit that later on, okay? And in here also for this kind, we're going to make sure when we go back to checking, it shouldn't be more than 10. Guys, write it down. The number of keywords in your channel settings must not be more than 10. Okay, write that down. Very important. Okay, go to the next one. So step 4, accurate video description. That means summarize context. Clearly explain what the video covers. Whatever's in the video, summarize it. If you can't summarize it, go to ChatGPT and say, this is what my video it's about, this, and that. Can you give me a very brief summary? And it will do that for you. Now, watch this. Remember, I said to you that one of the tricks of the game is to make sure you have links to your social media and all that. That is still true, but not at the beginning. Avoid it at the beginning. Now, for me, in a way, I don't know. It worked for me, maybe because I got the figures, but it could also be that I could have got more. So because you're starting, I want us to then forget. He said it is good to use them, but use them when you have views from like 10, maybe 1,000 or 2 subscribers and a lot of views, then start using them. You see, the reason being that it says YouTube do not like you taking the viewers out of YouTube. So when you're starting, let's not do that. So any links that we've added into descriptions, we're gonna go take them out. I've taken mine out right now, even though I've got views and everything. I just want to see what happens when I take it out. But for you guys who are starting, we're gonna get you to take all of that out. Those links, you keep them somewhere. Let's wait and see how your channels do. When they begin to grab numbers and grow, and think, yeah, it's time, then we can put them in. Okay. So no questions later. Okay. So and say keep viewers on YouTube. That means don't send people away from YouTube. Keep them on YouTube. Okay. Now it says help algorithm. It says detailed description. Help YouTube understand your niche. It's all about YouTube understanding your niche. YouTube is not going to put your channel, like I mentioned before, to your viewers, to your subscribers. They're going to recommend them to people who watch what you are put out there, your content. Okay, very, very important. Let's go to step 5. Okay, remember when some people said, oh, I already have a channel, can I not do it my channel? Watch this. And this thing, I've heard many people say this. And he also he mentioned again, say, don't mix shorts with long videos. Don't do it. If you're gonna do long videos, use a different channel. When you want to do shorts, do a different channel. Now, monetization, I believe, comes quicker with the longer content than the shorter one, because with shorter you need more watch time and then you need more views. With a shorter one, it's easy for you as long as you're putting out very valuable content. Say, for example, it doesn't mean then you have to make a very long video, because that also can be a deterrent from people watching your channel. Put out, even if it's just 10 minutes, put out value. If your video is content of value, they watch the whole 10 minutes. And that's why, have you noticed that you hear people saying, oh, watch to the end to be able to stay with me to the end, and I will give you this value or that tip or this tip. They always put out a statement, say watch to the end, because they want to make sure that adds to the watch time. Okay, so it says here, so different algorithms say short and long form videos use separate recommendation systems. So how they recommend shorts is different from how they recommend long duration videos. Okay, and then it says different audience. Say viewers have different expectations for each format. It says, so for example, some people just watch shorts, just maybe they just want to relax for form of entertainment, to catch up updates and stuff like that. You discover that people that want to learn, if, for example, if I go to YouTube and I want to learn about something, I don't go for the shorts because I know, what am I going to learn in 1 minute? I'm not really going to learn anything. So I'm going to go for the longer one. So, and don't forget that YouTube is divided into education and entertainment. Those are the two main categories for YouTube: entertainment and education. Okay, so remember that very well. So you have to know what part. So can you imagine if you have longer duration video that falls into education, and then you have shorts that to entertain people, and you have them on the same channel? What you're confusing, YouTube is going to be confused. Okay, so please don't shoot yourself in the foot. Okay, and different monetization says long video and more. Listen very carefully to this one. Long videos and more from in-stream ads. Because if you look at it, for a 1 minute video, how much ads can you actually run in a small one? You can't. I mean, if I want to watch a 1 minute video, do you think I'm going to sit down there and watch a 3 minute ad? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But if I'm watching an education video that's about 20 minutes, even if an ad for 3 minutes comes on there, I might watch it in 1 minute and then stop it. But at least I've watched 1 minute out of it. Sure, you get the gist. And that's why I believe that YouTube are concentrating more on the long duration videos. Okay. And then separate channels. Watch this. Remember, I said this to you guys. Create separate channels. So create different channels for different formats. So don't forget, you can have two or more channels or one email address. So don't say because you don't want to create another account, so you're not gonna separate them. No, separate them. And that's why what we are starting now, you're starting a new journey for monetization. Start with a new channel, and that's what I mentioned to you guys before. Okay. Now the next thing, just some say secret hack community post trick. This is one thing that I learned today, that when you do your long form video, that in the community, because I've been wondering what's the community for. Sometimes I think, should I go there and write some posts? But what it said there, that you can put a title for one of your videos and the link, and then put a 4 square, like a 500 by 500 poster image of one of your posts, your videos in your main channel. Okay, maybe as time goes on, we'll talk more about that one. So it said here, use old channel, leverage existing audience from previous channel. It says create square thumbnail, eye-catching image with brief caption. Then it said add clickable link. So in the post, you have a title, you have a link, and then you have an image. Do not post video in community. Do not post a video in community. Only put, if you got a thumbnail, create a square thumbnail and put it in the community. That's if you're going to use community. But don't worry, as we begin to grow our channels, we'll talk separately on we do a discussion on communities. Okay. And then find right audience. See, it helps YouTube identify your ideal viewers faster. Okay, let's move on. Case studies. So these are just case studies. It says 250,000 views, total views in just 10 days. So the guy that this guy was talking about, that he was one of his friends that was starting out a podcast, and the guy was going to use his old channel to do a new podcast. And he said to him, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to kill the channel. He said, start a new channel. And that guy said, no, how would I start a new channel? I've got over 10,000 viewers on that one. He said, yeah, I know. But if you want this thing to work, start a brand new channel. And he told him how to start it. And you won't believe, this guy got monetized in 10 days. The reason why I removed that from the front of this, why I didn't put it there 10 days, is because I know that some of you be calculating, but you won't know that the what he's doing is quite different from what you guys are doing. This is someone that's already been doing YouTube. This is somebody that's already in the game. He knows what he's doing. So I don't want that expectation on you guys. So I'll still give you the tips, and you work at your pace. Okay, there's no hurry. We're not in a marathon or a race. Okay, let's do it right from the very beginning. So he was able to get him 25,000 views, 6,000 watch hours accumulated quickly towards monetization based on the information that we've shared right now. The same information I'm giving to you now is what he gave to him. Okay, and he got 2,200 subscribers, and he was making up to $282 a day within that 10 days. Okay, when he got monetized. And then final advice for success. It says, now choose quality over quantity. Sometimes you just want to chuck out videos. Oh yeah, video, 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 video. But what is the quality? Is there any quality in what you're doing? So even if it means you're gonna make it, I was watching a guy today, and all that guy was he said how to. Can you imagine this? How to download videos from YouTube. I thought it was gonna be something special. The guy had very lovely presentation and everything. He did it very well. And all he did was say that, now I'm going to show you the way how you can download videos from YouTube. Follow me. It says, follow me to the end, blah, blah, blah. He did all that. And when he got to the process, what did he say? He said, you need to have YouTube Premium. And I went, but we already know that. But it's the way he pretended it. And you were waiting and I watched to the end. The video was probably about 3-4 minutes, but I watched it then because I was thinking, okay, is there another way? And then his last statement was that download with YouTube Premium. I went, excuse me, is that why I stayed on here? But that's the trick. And people do videos on the smallest things. Do you know that if you go on YouTube, you will find 101 videos on how to save a Google a Word document. Do you know that? Sometimes when the class somebody say, how do I get my download? Check, there will be a video how to get your download. Just to get, people have so many videos on how to clean your shoe, how to wash your plate, you might think they're silly, but that is what YouTube is about. How, and these videos, how they go a lot because people look for them. You may think that a process is simple to you, it may not be simple to somebody else. To me, I think, okay, copying the table from ChatGPT to Canva is very easy, but some people don't find that easy, so they want to learn. You put a video out there, somebody's going to go watch a video on how to copy and paste from ChatGPT to Canva. They make content about that. You discover that there is nothing on this planet that people are not making content about, but it's about making it quality and making sure that it solves a need. There are a million needs on this planet, and you can create content about those needs and present it. But just make sure you're not about quantity, it's about quality. Then niche down. Say specific topics perform better than general content. Somebody say, what is your YouTube about? Oh, it's just about everything. You can't be about everything. Choose something specific and stick to it. Let your channel be known for something. Don't be jack of all trades, because YouTube will be you confused. The robot will say, "I bet let's just leave his channel there. It's a confusing channel. Today cooking, tomorrow gymnastic, and the next day traveling." And it's like, stick to one thing. Stick to one thing, okay? Very important. And then also, guys, stay consistent. Regular upload signals reliability to the algorithm. That means people say, "Oh yeah, he's regular." Keep posting. Already this morning, I've already loaded 2 materials and I've scheduled them one after the other. I've done that this morning too. And then partner with YouTube, help the platform through strategic alignment. Okay. And let's see the next one. So, okay, let's go through some checklists. Okay. So, number 1, start a brand new channel, which you all have. Very good. Upload 2 videos on launch day. Okay, so those who are still working in the material, that's good. Make sure that we have 2 ready. Okay, then use all 3 types of tags. We'll have a look at that maybe later on. There's still time. And then write clear, detailed descriptions. Don't mix shorts with long videos. I've said it to I've said it to don't mix them. Then use community tab on old channels. So if you have old channels that you're still using, you have them, I'll show you after this what you can do with those, how you can start to interact with people with your old channels. Okay, and let's see. Okay, you can do it, people. So smart strategy: apply proven techniques consistently, and then laser focus. Stay committed to your niche. Don't swerve. Don't swerve. Keep to it. Keep at it. And then flawless execution. Follow through on each step. Monetization doesn't take years. Just strategy, focus, and execution. Launch and grow your channel one high quality video at a time. One high quality video at a time. Very, very important, people. And that brings us to the end